زینب ہے دربار زینب ہے دربار زینب ہے دربار
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون وما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا رب الحسين بحق حسين اشفي صدر الحسين بظهور الحجة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرزقك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. بانو یہ عابد کو بتلا رہی ہے میری سکینہ کو نیند آ رہی ہے میری سکینہ کو نیند آ رہی ہے. کہہ دو ہواؤں سے آہستہ آئیں کہہ دو پرندوں سے غل نہ مچائیں کہہ دو اندھیروں سے واپس نہ جائیں کہہ دو اندھیروں سے واپس نہ جائیں. جاگی ہوئی ہے چین کچھ پا رہی ہے میری سکینہ کو نیند آ رہی ہے میری سکینہ کو نیند آ رہی ہے. شام قریبا کی جاگی ہوئی ہے تماچوں کے ڈر سے نہیں سو سکی ہے ذرا پھر گلے سے رسن جو کھلی ہے ذرا پھر گلے سے رسن جو کھلی ہے سکوں سے جو اب سلسلے پا رہی ہے میری سکینہ کو نیند آ رہی ہے میری سکینہ کو نیند آ رہی ہے. میں خوش ہوں کہ سوئے گی میری دلاری میں قربان اس کی میں اب اس کی واری. بہت سے چکی دکھ یہ غازی کی پیاری بہت سے چکی دکھ یہ غازی کی پیاری مگر نبض کچھ اور بتلا رہی ہے میری سکینہ کو نیند آ رہی ہے میری سکینہ کو نیند آ رہی ہے. شاید رسن کی اذیت ہوئی کم مدہم کرو بی بیوش و رمادھم सज्जाद जंजी न बोले न इस दम सज्जाद जंजी न बोले न इस दम शायद गमों की घड़ी आ गई मेरी जा रही है मेरी सकीना को नींद आ रही है मेरी सकीना को नींद आ रही है बानो ये आबिद को बतला रही है मेरी सकीना को नींद आ रही है मेरी सकीना को नींद आ रही है अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन व आले मुहम्मद।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम वल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला अशरफिल अंबिया वल मुरसलीन अबुल कासिम मुहम्मद व अलैहि ताय्यबीन ताहिरीन सियाम बक़ियतुल्लाहि फिल अरदीन सलवात अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन व आले मुहम्मद वज्जल फरजहुम। Imam Zainul Abidin As early childhood. The fourth Imam is Ali Zainul Abidin As, who was born in Medina on the 5th of Shaban 38 AH. His mother was Bano, the daughter of Yazid II, the last of the Persian kings before Islam. When she was brought to Medina, Imam Ali salam spoke to her and she became a Muslim. She was married to Imam Hussain salam and was also known as Zain, which means Queen of the Women. She died soon after the birth of our fourth Imam salam. Imam Zainul Abidin salam was called Ibn al-Khairatain, which means the son of the best two, referring to his Persian and Arab roots. For the first 2 years of his life, Imam Zainul Abidin salam grew up watching and learning from his grandfather, Imam Ali salam. Imam Ali loved him dearly, and whenever he would pray, Imam Zainul Abidin salam, despite being just a baby, would try to pray just like him. Indeed, he inherited the immense love of Allah's worship from his father and grandfather. After Imam Ali salam was martyred, the Imam grew up under the care of his uncle Imam Hussain salam, and then his father Imam Hussain salam. Some of his famous titles are Abid, which means worshipper, Zainul Abidin, which means the best of worshippers. Imam taught us how to truly pray with our body, mind and heart. Sajjad, the one who is continuously in prostration. Imam Zainul Abidin salam taught us how to truly connect ourselves to Allah through our prayers. And lastly, Sayyid al-Sajjadin, chief of those who prostrate. Salawat, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad wajjal farajahum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His life in Karbala and afterwards. Imam Zainul Abidin salam married to Bibi Fatima bint Hussain salam, who was the daughter of Imam Hussain salam, and from her he had a son, Muhammad Baqir salam, who became the fifth Imam. Both fourth and fifth Imam were present in Karbala. Imam Zainul Abidin salam was about to fighter, but when the day of Ashura arrived, he fell ill through the will of Allah. After Ashura, Imam was taken along with the women and children from Karbala to Kufa and then into prison in Damascus. They were put in heavy chains and made to travel on camels without saddles, or sometimes made to walk on the hot desert sand. Many times the enemy tried to harm him, but it was Allah's will to keep him alive. He lived for 35 years after the tragedy of Karbala. During the journey of Imam salam tried to make people understand what happened in Karbala. The enemy tried to break his spirit, but people were impressed with the Imam's calmness, patience, dignity, and faith. Imam stood bravely in front of the governor of Kufa and reminded everyone who he was and who his family was in Damascus. They were all brought to the court of Yazid. Everyone mocked them, reminded everyone that they were the people of the household who were purified completely. In his speech in the courtyard of Yazid, Imam Zainul Abidin said, "Whoever recognizes me knows me, and whoever does not recognize me, let me tell you who I am and what family I belong. I am the son of Makkah and Mina. I am the son of Zamzam and Safa. I am the son of the one to whom Allah revealed what he revealed. I'm the son of Muhammad al-Mustafa. I am the son of Ali al-Mustaza. I am the son of Fatima, the best woman of the world. His powerful speech had such great impact that Yazid had to dismiss the court. Salawatullah ma salli Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Imam Zainul Abidin struggled to keep people on the right path. Imam Salam used various ways to teach people about the true religion of Islam and tried to save people from the Umayyads. He organized Majlis and told everyone what great tragedy had happened in Karbala. Another way he taught people was through his prayers and du'as. He loved praying and it was his favorite thing to remember Allah at all times. He also bought slaves as it was very common to keep people as slaves. Imam Zainul Abidin As bought many slaves and set them free, but nobody wanted to leave Imam Zainul Abidin As company, as he was the kindest person they had known. The mosque of Prophet, peace be upon him, Masjidi Nabawi, became the center of all activities, and that was done by Imam Zainul Abidin As. He taught people many sciences. His knowledge, kindness, and generosity was just like his grandfather and grandfather. Salawatullah ma sallallahu Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
Imam Zainul Abidin's gems. Sahifa Sajjadiya, the Book of Sajjad. This is a book of du'as taught by Imam Zainul Abidin As. It is a treasure chest of beautiful du'as and has du'as for everyone and every situation, whether it's parents, children, health, or if one is sad, worried, or in trouble, or if someone wants to say sorry, etc. Dua 24 for parents. O God, fill me with awe of my parents, the awe one has towards a stern king, and let me be devoted to them with the devotion of a compassionate mother. Make my obedience and devotion to them more gladdening to my eyes than the sleep to the drowsy, and more refreshing to my chest than the drink to the thirsty, so that I may prefer their inclination to my inclination. Set their satisfaction before my satisfaction. Make much of their devotion to me, though it be little, and make little of my devotion to them, though it be great. It means we are asking Allah to make us how Allah wants us to be, that is kind and obedient to parents, as it is wajib to obey our parents. O Allah, thank them for my upbringing. Reward them for honoring me, and protect them as they protected me when I was a baby. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil faidahum.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Risalatul Huqooq, the Charter of Rights. Everything and everybody has a right. The rights that Imam Zainul Abidin As taught us were narrated first by one of Imam's close companions called Hazrat Abu Hamza Somali. These rights are compiled in a book in which he has taught us our responsibilities towards various things. From the right of Allah to the right of the self and different parts of the body to the right of actions, it has everything. What is the right of the tongue? Imam Zainul Abidin Salam said, it is the right of the tongue that you should consider it too respectable to utter foul language. You should make it used to good speech. Discipline it with good manners. Keep it silent except in time of necessity. Keep it away from useless talk which may cause harm. Be kind to people and say good things about them. The tongue has a lot of power over our own life as well as life of others. A wise person always thinks about how to use his tongue. The tongue can do many positive things. It is with our tongue we can remember Allah, recite His zikr, and recite the Holy Quran. With the tongue we can say words that bring comfort, create happiness, encourage people, make people smile, which is also a worship. The tongue can also do a lot of negative if not kept in check. Words have the power to hurt deeply, to offend and disturb, and even cause corruption on earth. Imam Zainul Abidin As taught us to be mindful of our actions and to pay attention at how we are using Allah's blessings. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Imam Zainul Abidin As martyrdom. After Yazid set the Holy Family free, they organized the first Majlis in Damascus. People attended and wept and became aware of the reality and what had happened in Karbala. After a few days, they left for Karbala with a heavy heart, where they had the first Arba'in Majlis. One can imagine the deep sorrow of the grief-stricken family of Imam Hussain who had to relive those painful moments at every point in Karbala. When it was time to finally go home to Medina, everyone felt extreme sadness as they were leaving behind Bibi Sakina who passed away in the prison of Damascus. Bibi Sakina was an exemplary young lady who remained patient despite of her young age, but the thought of her beloved father leaving her and the unimaginable cruelty of Yazid broke her heart. Imam Zainul Abidin never forgot the tragedy of Karbala and throughout his life commemorated the events of Karbala. Every day and everything reminded him of Karbala. When asked what was his most difficult situation, he would say, "A sham, a sham, a sham." It was so painful for him to see the women and children of his family to be paraded on the streets. He was martyred on the 25th of Muharram, 95 years after Hijrah, at the age of 57. Even when it was his time to leave this world, as he was poisoned by Walid bin Abdul Malik, he was still remembering the suffering of his father Imam Hussain as no suffering is like yours, O Aba Abdullah, and no day is like yours, O Aba Abdullah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajjal farjahum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hai bazar sham, mera bekas imam. Hai bazar sham, mera bekas imam. Hai bazar sham, mera bekas imam. एक यही बात सज्जाद को खा गई, एक यही बात सज्जाद को खा गई। सर खुले हाय ज़ैनब कहाँ गई। हाय बाजार शाम, मेरा बेकस ईमान। हाय बाजार शाम, मेरा बेकस ईमान। तक के बोझ से सर नहीं था झुका, तक के बोझ से सर नहीं था झुका। वजह शर्मिंदगी एक यही दर्द था, वजह शर्मिंदगी एक यही दर्द था, वजह शर्मिंदगी एक यही दर्द था। मजमाए अश्किया में फूफी आ गई। हाय बाजार शाम, मेरा बेकस ईमान। हाय बाजार शाम मेरा बेकस इमाम तप रहा था बदन और जंजीर भी तप रहा था बदन और जंजीर भी मेरे दामा फूफी और हमशीर भी मेरे दामा फूफी और हमशीर भी मेरे दामा फूफी और हमशीर भी सोचते थे ना क्यों कर कज़ा गई हाय बाजार शाम मेरा बेकस इमाम हाय बाजार शाम मेरा बेकस इमाम बीबियों के गले रेशमा से बंधे बीबियों के गले रेशमा से बंधे गर्दे आलूद बालों से चेहरे छुपे गर्दे आलूद बालों से चेहरे छुपे गर्दे आलूद बालों से चेहरे छुपे शाम तक इस तरह बिनते ज़हरा गई हाय बाजार शाम मेरा बेकस इमाम हाय बाजार शाम मेरा बेकस इमाम एक तो जिंदा ने उस पर अंधेरा बहुत एक तो जिंदा ने उस पर अंधेरा बहुत और फरियाद करने पे पहरा बहुत और फरियाद करने पे पहरा बहुत और फरियाद करने पे पहरा बहुत मौत भी इस अंधेरे से घबरा गई हाय बाजार शाम मेरा बेकस इमाम हाय बाजार शाम मेरा बेकस इमाम हाय बाजार शाम मेरा बेकस इमाम अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम सज्जाद में ज़ैनब हूँ मेरे सर पे रिदा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद में ज़ैनब हूँ मेरे सर पे रिदा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा मजमा है कूफियों का मेरे चलने की जा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद में ज़ैनब हूँ मेरे सर पे रिदा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद मेरे सर से नो पार जिनी चादर बलुए में नबी ज़ादी फिर वाई गई दर दर मिल जाए रिदा मुझको और मेरी दुआ कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद में ज़ैनब हूँ मेरे सर पे रिदा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद में ज़ैनब हूँ मेरे सर पे रिदा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद चलो कैसे लाखों है तमाशाए याद आता है रह रह के अब्बास मेरा भाई फरियाद करो किससे अब तेरे सिवा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद में ज़ैनब हूँ मेरे सर पे रिदा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद में ज़ैनब हूँ मेरे सर पे रिदा कोई नहीं बाजार जफा सज्जाद मेरे दिल को ये दर्द सताता है سرغازی کے نیزے سے جب خاک پہ آتا ہے، سر میرا کھلا دیکھا ہے، غم اس سے بڑا کوئی نہیں، بازار جفا سجاد میں زینب ہوں، میرے سر پہ ردا کوئی نہیں، بازار جفا سجاد میں زینب ہوں، میرے سر پہ ردا کوئی نہیں، بازار جفا سجاد میں زینب ہوں، میرے سر پہ ردا کوئی نہیں، بازار جفا سجاد میں زینب ہوں، میرے سر پہ ردا کوئی نہیں، بازار جفا صلوات اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ السلام علیکہ یا نبی اللہ، السلام علیکہ یا امیر المؤمنین، السلام علیکہ یا سید الوصیین، السلام علیکہ یا فاطمۃ الزہرا سیدۃ النساء العالمین، السلام علیکہ یا حسن المجتبی، السلام علیکہ یا ابا عبداللہ الحسین ایہا الشہید بکربلا، السلام علی التسعۃ المعصومین من ذریتک علی بن الحسین زین العابدین ومحمد بن علی الباقر وجعفر بن محمد الصادق وموسى بن جعفر القاسم وعلي بن موسى الرضا ومحمد بن علي التقي الجواد وعلي بن محمد النقي الهادي والحسن بن علي العسكري، السلام عليك يا صاحب العصر والأمر والزمان، السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن، السلام عليك يا إمام الإنس والجان، الأمان 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 من فتنة الزمان، عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وجعلنا من أنصارك وأعوانك ورحمة الله وبركاته. Ziyarat of Imam Zainul Abidin As. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alayka ya Sayyid al-Sajjadin. Assalamu alayka ya Zain al-Abidin. Assalamu alayka ya Halif al-Hasarat. Assalamu alayka ya Zasafanat. Assalamu alayka ya Sahib al-Abrat. Assalamu alayka ya Asir al-Kurbat. Assalamu alayka ya Adama al-Iba. Assalamu alayka ya ibn khamisi ahli al-kisa. Assalamu alayka ya ibn sayyid al-shuhada. Assalamu alayka ya imad al-atqiya. Assalamu alayka wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa sallam.
غریب